Welcome to Ashland Middle School, where the Ashland Clockers are taking on the Westwood Wolverines. Your soccer match tonight here in Ashland.
Jake, it's nice to have you back, man.
Oh, it's always great to be back.
Again, that's
You
Jake
know,
Silver that you're hearing over now, and I'm Todd Carter here to bring you tonight's action.
nothing better than some girls soccer on a Wednesday night. Captains for Ashland are Sarah Simpson, senior, Jess Braden, also a senior, and then Jess Rodriguez. What do you know? Can you take a guess what grade she's in?
A senior.
Wow, lucky guess. Yeah, no. So,
And for Westwood, we have Allie Reardon, Tori Webb Johnson, and Olivia Jordan as captains.
so it looks like Westwood won whatever they do. They'll be getting the ball first. Ashland will be defending the side they are facing, and I like to call that the train station side, and Westwood is going to be going towards the school side. Anyway, here we go.
A lot of action coming tonight. I believe the Ashland girls are doing much better later on this season. I believe they struggled early, but have been coming back.
Yes, no, this was their first game of the year against this team. They played well. It was a good game to watch, but they weren't they couldn't come away with a win. They lost by 1 though. So you expect a close game tonight. Goes right back to the goalkeeper, Lily Hellerman, who rolls it out to Gigliotti. Gigliotti's going to go up the side, looking for Sarah Simpson. So, fun fact about Sarah, she's like 5'9". She's tall, she's pretty much as tall as me, so those legs can move. And the kick is good.
Up through the goalposts, Jake.
A little overpowered by Maddie English, the sophomore. Out of bounds on Ashland, so it'll be a throw-in for Westwood. Gigliotti with a little challenge right there on defense to get the ball from number 4 Westwood, which you have their roster, by the way, so.
I will be learning their names as we go
As we
along.
go, that's totally fine. You know,
That's the way we do it around here.
oh, trust me, I know. We butcher names, and if we don't know their name, we just say their number of whatever town they're from. That's how we roll. It's much easier when you do basketball and you got like 5. You only have to learn like 5 players.
Yeah.
It's much easier, especially when you already know all of Ashland's team. Jess Rodriguez with the boot. English gets the ball back. Heather Turner boot kicks it all the way up to the corner, but it will be out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Westwood.
And the first game we did for the girls this season, we got a match of theirs where they played against Holliston. That was a good matchup. Holliston ended up winning that just narrowly. But again, a great game by the Ashland girls, and I believe the Holliston girls were undefeated at that point, and I believe they still are. So this team, especially late in the season, has been the real deal.
Yeah, no, Holliston is a powerhouse, just has powerhouse for sports and all. I mean, they got a bigger town, so you would hope that they would be good at, a sport. Rodriguez settles the ball down, but Westwood gets it.
The ball will sail out of bounds.
Westwood was playing defensive right there. They didn't want Sarah to get it.
Well, Ashland has had the early opportunities here. They've possessed the ball much more, and they've kept it on the Westwood side for the most part.
I know Hellerman hasn't had to do that much back there. She's kind of just sitting back there, you know.
And she was
Having
somebody
some-
that
having
really had
cheese
a
and wine.
phenomenal game. She had a phenomenal game against Holliston the last time we recorded them.
Gigliotti bumps in with the Westwood player. Rodriguez is going to go through the middle, but does not make it. Gets the ball taken away from her, but gets the ball right back. She is the younger sister of recently graduated Brianna Rodriguez, who pretty sure was number 13 here, or whatever number she was. She was good, though, so the Rodriguezes, I know, are a good soccer family. Same with the Limas. Ryan Lima, number 9. Sarah Simpson, number 10, really good. Already committed to Merrimack, by the way, her junior year, I'm pretty sure. If not, it was her senior year.
Wow.
Already committed to Merrimack soccer. Nice head by Jess Braden. Caitlin Curran is going to get it. Looks to pass it up to Sarah, and she does. Sarah gets it by a Westwood player, but... Whoa, yeah. Little missed call by the ref right there. Nina has to go all the way up there. Throw it 2 feet on the ground over your head, you know. 2 feet. There you go. Ryan and Sarah Lima and Simpson combo. It's gonna be deadly to anybody who tries to get by them. I just feel it. That's gonna be another goal kick for Westwood, but again, I still haven't seen them that much on our side, on Ashland's side, you know?
Yeah, so far so good.
I haven't moved my head to the right at all. It's all been at the left.
Ashland's had a very offensive game thus far. It's actually a corner kick.
Yeah, oh wow.
Oh wow.
Okay. I must have missed it go off of the Wolverine. Now here's where you're gonna like Sarah's height, I'm guessing. And that is great job by the goalie of Westwood. He's gonna boot that away. Get that far away from them as she can, but not without Belly Tarabasi coming in and challenging her. Heather Turner with the throw-in. It's going to be Westwood ball, so that was the foul, I guess, on Ryan. Ryan Lima, I guess. I don't know. It's a nice warm night here. Nice fall night. Doesn't even feel like fall. Actually feels like a summer night.
Yeah.
I don't really like it. You know, 73 degrees right now. It's not in middle of October.
Yeah, I think it made it up to 80 today, didn't it?
It got into the mid-80s. My mom's car in the sun was at 91, so yeah.
Yeah, today was a scorcher in mid-October for sure.
But, you know, global warming is not real, right? Like, you know.
For mid-October.
For mid-October, I was
was
about
a
to say.
scorcher.
Exactly. No, me and my mom had a full conversation about global warming. Interesting. Simpson trying to get in there to Lima. Lucy Watt gets it into the middle, but it goes right back to the Wolverine Westwood goalie. Goes to the 47-yard line. And they got it over the field, but Ashland gets it right back. I don't think they got it over the 25 of our side. And Ashland already has like 2 shots on goal.
Yeah, and 2 good ones as well. And they've had plenty of opportunities. It's just a matter of capitalizing now.
Oh, yeah. This is the first time it got into enemy territory, and what a stop by Hellerman. Saves the ball from going out, although I think it went out.
She's upset because it went out.
Yeah, no, it did go out, so, well, now they have a corner kick, and they have another opportunity to score. I'd be a little heated if I were her, too. Now let's not forget that the Ashland girls soccer team is doing a fundraiser. Reach out to parents of soccer players. Say, hey, can I donate to you to your soccer team? Cause give the girls soccer team some love. Come on. Don't give it to just a guys soccer. I mean, let's be real. Girls soccer is better anyway. I mean, look at the U.S. national team. Who would you rather watch? A girls soccer game or a guys soccer game? I'll tell you, the guys suck. The guys' U.S. team is terrible. So girls, they're what's keeping soccer alive right now in the United States.
They have been phenomenal. But yeah, the U.S. men's soccer definitely needs to step it up. And the one thing I'll say about women's soccer is it seems so much tougher.
It does.
Than
It seems more like
there's
don't know what it
definitely
is.
no flopping in women's soccer.
no. If you see somebody get on the ground, they got hit hard. It's not guys. It's not like guys soccer where like you touch their shoulder and they roll around holding their head or their knee. You hit them low, they hold their head. You hit them in the head, they hold their knee. It's just.
That's the only reason I liked high school soccer, but why I knew I'd just never play at that next level is because high school, at least the boys soccer in high school, I was a big guy, so I had to watch out for fouls, but usually it was rare if I had more than 2.
Oh, that's rare. That's funny.
Well, when you're as large as I am and you're dealing with kids as small as soccer kids, I mean, I look like a football player on the field with soccer players.
You look like Gronk pretty much with a bunch of soccer kids.
Yep.
That's funny. Anyway, Ashland passes it in. They get it to Rodriguez. Now they can't get it out of their own side now. Now Westwood's kind of overpowering Ashland. It's not that great. Lucy Watt with a stop. Maddie English trying to get the ball, but Westwood will retain possession.
Ashland doing a good job of keeping the ball at least at midfield during this Westwood attack.
Oh, there they go. English tries to get it up to Lima, but does not. And Watt will pass it up to Simpson. And oh boy, I like where this is. I like how this is looking. This is gonna try to cross it, and it goes out. So it'll be a corner for Ashland. Ashland gets another fresh opportunity to score right here, putting Sarah, right in the middle of everything. Just have her jump, and she'll be the only head that's high enough to get it. Jess Braden would be doing the corner kick. You got Sarah in the way back. You got Ryan in the middle. And that just missed, but looks like Sarah's gonna get it. Hopefully she could keep it in bounds. She kept it in bounds for her, and then she let Westwood kick it out of bounds. That was a smart play by Simpson right there.
Good throw in.
I guarantee they're gonna be watching this and they're gonna be like, "What the heck is Jake talking about?" Because you know, this is my first time ever announcing a soccer game. Believe it or not. Out of all the games I've done for you, this is my first time doing girls soccer.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
I'm doing terrible. No, I'm kidding.
You're doing
I'm
well.
I'm kidding.
You're doing better than me when I tried to announce field hockey.
Okay, who? I'm not gonna get. I don't wanna. No, never mind.
Let's just say there was one phrase that I just kept using over and over because I didn't know what I was talking about,
Same.
and it was
That's what when I did lacrosse.
capitalize on opportunities.
Rodriguez gets that little challenge of who's stronger right there, and I liked it that Rodriguez won that little battle. It'll be out of bounds though, and number 20 will throw it in for Westwood. Belly Terabasi goes in for the tackle. Looks like Ryan Lima is the one that's putting the pressure on Westwood.
Well, we've seen that she has speed.
Oh, I mean on the basketball court, like she goes from one end to the court to the other in like I don't know, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. She can get there pretty quick.
The way she runs, though, it feels like it's only half a second. She makes it from one end to the other.
She pulls up for three at like the 3-point line, just literally dribbles up, pulls up, swish.
But I can't imagine if Ryan Lima is that fast on a basketball court, on a turf field.
What she can do. Give her that ball, she's going to be gone.
I imagine that's why she's playing forward in this game.
And now her and Sarah look like they're the strikers or whatever they're called.
Yep, the strikers.
Strikers, yeah. They go to the middle with Rodriguez. They give it up to English, but they cannot get the completion with a pass, I guess you could say. Right off her face. That looked fun. I could see how there could be a lot of concussions in this sport, you know, more than football.
Yeah,
and hockey combined.
That was one of the most surprising facts that I learned, is there are more concussions in soccer than there are in football.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because you just saw one girl just got kicked in the head with a full-on kick. Like, there was no holding that kick back as Gigliotti gets it up to a Westwood player. Wrong team. She'll try it again. She'll just stay safe and go with Braden, who gives it to Rodriguez, who then goes back to Curran, who kicks it all the way up to Lima, and it goes over her head to the 25-yard line. 21, my bad. Keeps it inbounds. Gigliotti challenges it, but Braden will get the ball at the end of it. Kicks it out, and Westwood will retain possession. You could tell when I get like the names down how much smoother it gets.
Once you get them down, it's easy.
Yeah. All right, over here I don't have the best view, so I'm not going to be saying that much, but here we go. Now I can see. So number 20 seems like she's pretty active on Westwood's side. We don't really have a roster. I mean, Todd has a roster, but he's choosing not to use it. So
it's a little bit of a struggle.
I mean,
well, do you want to announce who our cameramen are tonight?
I mean, I don't really care who our cameramen. No, I'm kidding. Our cameramen tonight is the wonderful Connor
Donovan,
and the newly engaged Todd Carter.
Who's that guy?
I don't know because I'm pretty sure Todd Carter's handsome, and you know I'm looking at you right now.
Oof, that's rough, man.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And now you're engaged. Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
Congrats. I don't even see number. Oh, there we go. Maddie Lacasse. Lacasse. Lacto. I don't know. It's Maddie. I'm calling her Maddie. Number 20 is Maddie. That's it. I'm just learning number 20's name. Sorry, guys. I mean, it's only going to be on in Ashland, right? So, like, you know, only Ashland people are going to see it. They don't really care about Westwood's players' stats, do they?
Debatable.
Yeah. Well.
They might see it on YouTube.
Oh, whoops. Nah, we care about both teams. I'm just too lazy to learn.
It'd be easier if we had a copy of the roster.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's kind of hard to see off my phone. For some reason, when I look at a screen now, it actually gets blurry. My vision gets blurry only when I look at a screen. I think I'm getting old. My beard is white. My hairline is terrible. Even worse than your hairline.
Wow, that's rough. My hairline's pretty bad.
You don't even have a hairline. That's why I said it. That's why I said it. You don't have a hairline, because you're bald at this point. You and me are bald brothers. I'm probably gonna end up going bald because my hairline's gonna be terrible.
Shows some maturity.
It does. Along with the tattoo that I want to get. Really mature.
Are you getting a barcode like in the back of your head?
No, I'm actually getting Maui's hook on from Moana on my arm.
Whoa.
With the number 63 in Roman numerals and like a little cancer ribbon hanging from it. And then it's gonna evolve into something that The Rock has. So I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna look like The Rock. That's my goal.
Just look like The Rock.
Just look like him. First things first. I gotta turn Hawaiian.
Are you just gonna go down to Hawaii for a little while?
I don't know. One of the tribes that have to let me in. I gotta be accepted, I guess. I don't know.
Some subs here for Ashland.
Oh. It looks like Simpson's coming out, and so is Lima and Terabasi. But you got number 15 coming in. Sophia Shepherd. And I don't know who else just got in, but it might be somebody else. Oh, so Allie Laughlin just got put in. Wait, Allie Laughlin, what? Oh, she was the late ad. Either that or they just forgot her off the roster and they just had to write her in pen.
Ashland seems to be moving into
enemy territory.
Offensive position, but we'll quickly turn that around as we say it.
There's the boot. And okay, see, like hearing that sound just makes my head hurt. Oh, Alyssa Byers. I think no, that wasn't Alyssa Byers. That was Caitlin Merson.
Oh.
Caitlin Merson's in as well.
There was a mishandled kick. Ashland seemed to have an opportunity.
All right, so I got this down. Lima Simpson and Terabasi are out. Allie Laughlin, Sophia Shepherd, and Caitlin Merson are in. So those are the new subs for Ashland. And now we're all set.
Jake, the man with the names.
Well, I went to school with half these girls for a good 2 years. But there we go. Braden is bringing it up. The captain gives it to Shepherd on the wing. I call it the wing. Might actually be the right term. Who knows?
Shepherd got it in. To the middle.
English was going to get the shot, but Westwood kicks it out. And Gigliotti's going to kick it in, or throw it in. Nice attack by Jess Rodriguez. But Westwood gets it. That girl stops on a dime, gets it by Shepard, but is met by Rodriguez.
That was a good attack by Shepard, though.
Oh, yeah. Nina, great job doing whatever she's supposed to do. Get the ball. Pretty sure that's a midfielder.
Yep.
So she's a midi, as they call it in soccer, a midi.
Some substitutions, it looks like, here for Westwood.
Merson is rocking those bright orange shoes. Love to see bright orange.
That was out right in front of us.
So it'll be a throw-in for Ashland. Score is still 0-0 here at Walker Field at Ashland Middle School, where the Clockers are taking on the Wolverines of Westwood. Shepard gets the ball up in the air, tries to get it by. She's kind of in a bit of a triangle right there. Watt bounces it off of her chest and now off of her head. Lucy Watt, no relation to JJ or TJ Watt. Both leading the NFL in sacks right now.
I mean, we could hope.
I mean, we could hope, you know, but I don't think. I'm pretty sure. She was on my sister's team for a bit, and I think I asked her, I was like, as like a joke, and then she was like, you have no idea how many times I get asked that by like guys. I'm like, hey.
You'll never know unless you ask.
Exactly. So if you want to just think that she is, don't ask. Or don't listen to this, which is too late now. Oh, trying to get it into the middle to Merson, but cannot. Merson gets knocked down in the box, so there's Laughlin, though.
That's rare. No call for anything.
Interesting fact. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
Allie Laughlin, only freshman on this roster.
Ooh. We didn't have it. I don't think we had any freshmen on the roster the last game, so she must be just brought up. Oh, written in, as you mentioned before. Which may mean that she, sometimes what they do is they have some of the girls start and they'll play they'll play a half on JV and then they can play the other half for varsity.
Yeah, that's what they do for, that's what some guys do and some girls do for basketball as well. It's easy.
Gives the coaches a good opportunity to try and test some new talent, which she definitely is.
Mm-hmm. Rodriguez will get it.
They're sending it back, setting up the play.
There's Shepard. Tries to get it in, but it is blocked by a Westwood player. It's a decent crowd here. More than I actually expected here at the Ashland Middle School for a lovely soccer game. I mean, what's better than soccer on a Wednesday night? The Sox just clinched last night. Girls soccer today. Nothing better.
Are the Celtics playing tonight?
No, they actually they start in 6 days.
Oh, that's right. They're already done
6 days.
with the.
October 16th is their first game. I will be going to opening night for the Celtics against the 76ers. Make everybody jealous. Oh, Braden missed it. I don't know. She just missed the ball. Rodriguez gets it, gives it back to Braden. Great move by Braden. And that's pretty much where they started. But Shepard's going to get it, see if she could do something out of it. And Gagliotti's going to kick it up to English. Yeah, that was no flop. That was no flop, that is for sure. English just took that girl down. It was either English or Laughlin, I'm not sure. Anyway, Watt gets that. They get it past midfield.
Looks like we'll have some subs for either side.
Oh, Laughlin's in now? Wait, was I calling Laughlin and she was never in? Or did she just get in?
I think she just came in.
All right. Whoops. Wait, no, she was definitely in before.
Oh, maybe.
I think so because I was told that she just got put in. But whatever. They don't use this just to hear. They don't use this to hear us talk. They use it just for film. They don't really care what we say. Within reason.
They do, kind of.
I mean, our boss cares. Oh, that is a boot. Simpson is looking like she's walking a little, she's favoring a other side, checking to see if she got scratched on her inner thigh. It looked like.
You're definitely looking a little ginger.
Yeah, it's
out
not.
there.
Doesn't look like she's fully herself. And I'm pretty good friends with her, so I know what her actual self looks like. I can tell if there's be something off. Oh, wow. Don't get your hands on that ball, Braden.
No call.
Her hands didn't touch, and Westwood is on the attack, and Hellerman will get up and charge and takes the threat away from Ashland. That was a 45-yard kick right there. Great job by Merson to get it to English, who gets it all the way upfield to Alley. Laughlin will get it in the corner, who is being pressured by a Westwood player. Can't really see that much from here. Ow. Just bumped my head. Will be a throw-in for Ashland. What are you laughing at, son?
Getting nice and buggy here at Ashland Middle School.
Which is funny because you would think all the flies would be gone considering that it's fall.
You'd think.
You
But
would think they would
you
all
know,
be
it's
gone.
a day in the mid-80s.
Even just one day and they have to come out, can't they just, know that it's going to be cold again and they're in New England? Just got bit. Westwood is on the attack again, but gets stopped by Jess Braden, captain of Ashland. Looked like it was a little hand right there on the ball, but I'm not gonna. What do I know? I don't have a whistle, and I'm not wearing red.
They red or green? Oh, or ref, whichever you would prefer.
I was about to say, are you colorblind? Like
I don't know.
an
I
actual
think it's
question.
purple.
That must suck for you in the fall then. I have a friend who's red-green colorblind. Christmas is a hard time.
Do you write your own material?
I don't need to hear this from you. And yes, I do. And I'm proud of it.
They're playing with more intensity. I believe we're getting close to
Halftime.
halftime.
Which I believe is a 12-minute halftime, maybe? It's a quick halftime.
Yeah.
Again, still 0-0. It is an exciting game, though, because Ashland has had their shares of opportunities, and so has Westwood. And as Westwood is getting better offensively this game, it's making the game way more interesting.
Surprised it's still scoreless in this one. Hellerman hasn't seen too much action.
No. Although when it got right there, her head was on a swivel. You could tell.
When it gets anywhere close to Ashland's
Oh,
neck.
that's nice. That's nice. Caitlin Mercer is somehow not going to get. Oh, she gets the ball. There's Simpson. And Westwood gets it out of the danger zone.
Good job by Westwood avoiding the corner kick as well.
Oh, yeah. That was Laughlin going in to try to get the goal. First goal of the game would have been by a freshman. Probably hasn't happened before.
I believe that's the only thing that I've heard is that Ashland is struggling a little bit on offense.
And you can kind of see it right now. Like, I mean, I know they have Simpson as a threat to kick. When, like, if she's open, it's good chances going in. But other than that, there's not that much offense going on for Ashland.
Sub here for Westwood.
I tried being a goalie for Sarah Simpson once.
Did you regret that day, Jake?
Yeah, I did. Every ball went right by me. Perfectly placed. Where, like she said, aiming left corner, left corner. She said she's gonna aim it right at me. Goes right at me. Little bit of a curve to it. There, she puts a curve to it. Like, she's good. Yet again, a lot of people on this team are good, so you can't really just narrow it down to one player. I mean, like
Sometimes it's
Lima's good, Gigliotti's good, Watt's good. Like these girls are good. Jess Rodriguez is good. Jess Braden is good. Like it's a good team. They just can't get their offense going. I feel like once they get their offense going, then their offense is, going.
sometimes the struggle can be getting everybody on the same page. Just like you look at teams. I'm a football guy, so I'll always
Well,
end up
same.
bringing it back there. But you look at places like Houston, the New York Giants. Plenty of talent on those teams, but it's just they don't all gel.
Exactly, yeah. But, hey, that is the half here at Ashland Middle School where the Ashland Clockers are tied with the Westwood Wolverines at 0. We'll be right back for the start of the second half. Welcome back to Ashland Middle School. Ashland Clockers are taking on the Westwood Wolverines. Score 0-0. Ashland takes the ball at the start of the second half, and Westwood gets the ball right away. Don't know how that's possible, but it is. We got another 40 minutes of soccer for a goal to be scored. I really hope one is scored. Preferably by Ashland. I just need some excitement during this game. I mean, that's the most excitement I've seen all game right there.
Again, Jake Silver back with us again. How does it feel?
Feels great. Feels great. Can't. I like I said, I'm out of my element though. I don't do soccer games. I'll rearrange that. I do every sport. I've never done a soccer game though. You guys have never asked me to do a soccer game until today.
Well, so far so good.
Oh well. See what the boss says. Can't really see much from this way, but it looks like it's a throw-in for Ashland. That was Heather Turner who was throwing it in, and we'll throw it in again. And she'll throw it in again.
Ashland on the attack, hoping to get something going early here.
Tried to get it to Lima, but they just couldn't. And Sarah will get it up in the air, and that was the closest that they've been to a goal, I'm pretty sure. Belly Terabasi tries to get it in. And she gets it right back, just says, give me that ball. Take that from you.
Give it back.
So
Westwood
since they switched sides, they also switched, they literally switched like the whole thing. So now like Gigliotti, who was always over here, is now over there. So we got different people to see closer to us now.
It's easier to call them when they're closer.
Yeah. Or when you know who they are. And you can tell by a distance, and that was a really far kick by the Westwood girl, and can't see anything actually. But Westwood looks like they got it without it going out of bounds, but Ashland gets it right back. With Heather Turner kicking it up, trying to get it to Ryan Lima. Ryan's in a little battle right there. The girl bails on her though. That goes right to Hellerman. Terabasi gets it. Hiccup, excuse me. There's Rodriguez at midfield. Gets it all the way up to Simpson, but Simpson knows that it's going out, and she's not even going to waste her energy on that. kind of like tennis players, you know, like when there's like a shot that like the other opponent hits, and it's just like so good that they don't even try. It's just like just that they got it. That's kind of what Sarah just kind of pulls it right there. Or like when the goalie doesn't like knows that they can't stop like a shot on goal, they just stand there and just say, "Great shot." Here we go. Up the side, Simpson turns it on. Great stop by Westwood's goalie, number 1.
I thought that ball went out of bounds.
I did too, but it's hard. I mean, it is hard to see from this angle that we are at. It's not a great angle. It's not a great view.
They also got a nice dark patch over there.
Yeah, these lights aren't the best. And to think, this is where Ashland High School used to play their football. And this used to be the old high school too.
Hey, you've never seen an Ashland football game played here, have you?
No, I have not. My first football game I ever went to was 2012 when they opened up the new field. Thanksgiving Day game. Anthony Duca was playing the bagpipes to walk in Ashland, as that is a good shot on goal by Westwood, but Hellerman was right there. Hellerman has a boot right to the 45.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember when this field was the home of the Ashland High School football games. I was here during I think it was when they snapped their winless streak. They'd been winless for like 2-3 seasons.
And now look, 5-0, never looked so good. Definitely the coaching of Coach Andrew McKay. And another great stop by Hellerman. Hellerman is now getting some action on their end now.
I believe this is Westwood's first corner kick of the night. Second. Thanks for the correction, Jake.
Anytime. Oh. They got ahead on that.
Right into Hellerman's hands.
There was no way. I mean, half these balls have been right into Hellerman's hands. Like, I mean, I'm happy that they're going right to Hellerman, but Westwood's got to figure out that the ball's supposed to go in the net and not right to the goalkeeper. But keep kicking it right to the goalkeeper. Jess Braden gets out of a double team, I guess you could say. That's way out of bounds. Be a throw-in for Westwood. So that was out of bounds even though it hit the bench. That was Caitlin Kernan who kicked that out. Just playing it safe, you know. That was Turner, I believe, who is number 12, which I'm right. So that was called out of bounds, I think. Yep. That was out of bounds. Turner will throw it in. Rodriguez gets a slight touch of it, but nothing much. Nothing much going on here for Ashland and Westwood. ball's kind of staying in this 30-yard range. Like that's where the action seems is happening. 35-yard line to the 35-yard line.
Anything beyond that, just kick it out of bounds, right?
That's pretty much what they're doing. But like all like the battles seem to be happening in
The middies are battling it
yeah,
out.
the middies are battling it out, and the strikers just are getting eaten up on the other half. That was a nice job, well done by Braden.
Just want to give a hats off to Connor Condog Donovan,
And
who will
I'll
be
give a hats off to you too for doing the camera as well, which I'm assuming that's what
Thank
you were gonna do.
no,
So hats. Oh no.
no, because Connor will be not only filming this tonight, but editing it later on.
Oh, I thought you were helping him. That's why I was giving hats off to you too.
I mean, I'm
You're
doing
bailing
the
on
camera
him.
work, but
You're bailing on him.
he can handle the editing.
Well, that's good. Really highly kicked. Wow. Kicked really high in the air. That'll be a foul on Westwood.
That's a rare call for tonight.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't seen
Not
that much
many
of the
things
free
called
kick, so
tonight.
you'll get a free kick right here. I don't know. There could have been a lot of free kicks we just never noticed, and that might have just been the first one that we noticed.
There haven't been
Braden
many.
with
There've been a
the
lot
with
of
the
no
boot.
calls.
Ooh, trying to go for the high bounce over her head. That's always a good way to go, you know? Get like the high bounce over her head, and there's nothing she can do. Except for jump and fail. There's Gigliotti. Little battle right there between them, and those two got tangled up, but looks like Braden's going to come away with the ball at the end of that. And goes right between Sarah's legs. It is 70 degrees right now and humid at 7 o'clock on a mid-October night in New England. 70
Welcome to it.
and humid. Middle of October. See anything wrong with that? And there's the goal. Shot on goal, no good.
Good layout by Hellerman.
Did she
front of the
I
net.
think she actually deflected it. She did, and there it'll be a corner for Westwood, so Westwood will get another opportunity to try to put some points up on the board. Still 0-0 here. Here's the kick. And it will get cleared out, kind of. I mean, it's still in the box. So they can still score. Terabasi's trying to get it. She doesn't have that much height to her. There's another foul. Ref is explaining what you can't do in soccer. Seems kind of pointless. Like I feel like she should know the rules, and probably does. He was just wasting his energy. Anyway, Billy Terabasi tries to get that out. Tries to get it back, but gets kicked out, and it's Westwood's ball. But Watt will get it for a brief second. Westwood will kick it up. Now, Westwood is actually the more offensive team, more offensively strong this time.
Maybe it's the side of the field.
I mean, maybe it's because it's more light. I mean, you look over there, it's just dark.
It's a dead zone over there
Oh, for sure.
on the other side of the field.
Sarah just got a stern talking to by the ref.
What did he say? That's your first one of the night. Don't do it again.
It's your first warning of the night or something like that. Don't do it again. I don't know. He was fine. She was fine. She did everything correctly. And the ball kicked right to the Westwood goalkeeper with no Ashland player in sight. Oh, you could hear her. She's in pain. Oh, nope, she's fine. Heather Turner just got hit in the gut with the little crashing. I think she might have just gotten the wind knocked out of her or something, or kicked in like the hip. She got hit. But apparently it was a free kick for Westwood, because that makes a lot of sense. That's why soccer makes no sense to me. Heather Turner throwing it in. Quick sub for Westwood, though. Carly Holman is now in, number 22. Sarah, oh, that's it. Should have. So it'll be a throw-in for Heather Turner. I think. No, not it. So it was off of West. Okay, sure. All right, now it's a throw-in by Heather Turner. Holman just comes in, fresh legs, you know. Fresh legs, they want to get her running. They want somebody to go out running. Kern trying to go get it, but just could not. The ball was a bit too fast. Rodriguez kicks it to the 10. Ryan's in a battle with the girl. I can guarantee you 9 out of 10 times that Ryan's going to win that battle. Westwood gets the ball back. I think Westwood has had a majority of the possession. I think it's been like, what, 70-30 for the possession?
Yeah,
that,
this
like
half.
Just a guess. You know, I'm not
And
I'm not going to make it, 72.
I think it was.
the next number
I
would
think
be.
it was a 70.
28.
I think it's 70-30 thus far.
Oh, nice crossover. And that's a goal for Ashland. There's the fresh legs right there. Carly Holman, it looks like. And that's 1-0 Ashland over Westwood. That was Carly. That was
goal.
5 minutes into, not even 5 minutes into the game, and she already scores a goal. And that was a nice cross. So. Hey, Ryan with the assist. just recently told by one of my colleagues here. So Ashland now with that motivation to score again. Simpson, just watch her run. Just see now, what's interesting about watching Sarah at where she's playing right today is when she gets the ball. I mean, right now I'm pretty sure she's like a midfielder, right? I'm pretty sure, and Terabasi and Lima are the strikers. But when Sarah gets the ball, you just see her turn on the jets. It's like watching. It's like watching Ezekiel Elliott. Like he gets the ball first, you give him open field, he's gone. Like you're not getting her. You're not getting him. Just one speed and it's full blast, as Mr. Steigels, the history teacher at Ashland High School, would say. That's how we roll, full blast. That's how everybody in Ashland rolls. Turner's throwing it in. That was a high kick by Westwood, so that'll be a free kick for Ashland, and Braden's going to try to kick it in. I think she might try to do this by herself. I mean, it's only 21 yards out, 22, 20, 18, 17, 15. 15 yards out, 16.
25, because they're at the
16.
goal line.
Oh, that's right. So it's about 25 yards out.
The question is, can she get it over the defenders?
Or just kick it in their face. Oh, off the goal post. Crossbar, goal post, same difference.
It's the same thing.
It is. It really is. High in the air is brought down by Terabasi. And that is going to sail out of bounds. That's Maddie. Number 20 is Maddie. That's the only girl I know on Westwood.
That's it.
That's it. And I mean, it's Maddie Lacoste or something. Now, there is no clock this game, so we do not know how much time there is. We can't give you a time, so the only thing that we do know is that it's 1-0. Ashland's up. Ryan Lima with the assist and Carly Holman with the goal.
Based on how much recording time I have versus what I started with, I think we're just a little over halfway through the second half. So I think we have another 15 to 20 minutes.
I'd say 20 minutes because you got to add the extra time too.
Yep.
So we got about 20 minutes of action here, give or take a few minutes.
So the goalkeeper for Westwood is Anna Varial.
So
and that's a name that I definitely butchered. So
sounds like it. That is kicked high. Hellerman saw a threat, so she jumped, made an effort to get it.
She did a good job, too.
Yeah, she does a good job at being the goalie, but
she protects her net.
Oh, yes. I mean, clearly, there's a reason how the score is 1-0. Big egg for Westwood right now. Souvenir. Will be a goal kick for Ashland. Turner's going to throw it in. She sees Laughlin. Not to be confused with her field hockey sister, Caitlin Laughlin, who is sitting right in front of us. A lot of relatives on this team. They just play different sports. And that's Westwood for the goal, and they will tie it up.
Westwood ties it up at 1.
That was a great job by Westwood. Perfectly placed. Nothing you can do there for Hellerman.
Hellerman was in the perfect spot.
They just played that really
but
well.
They managed to get it past her, and
Ashland's not even letting them celebrate. It's like, all right, let's go. Merson's going to pass it back to... No, there's going to be a timeout. All right.
I believe the
apparently you can
Westwood
call it
coach
timeout.
saw that her team was not ready.
Well, I mean, Ashland kind of wanted to hurry this thing up. I mean, I could see why. There's 14 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game, according to Mrs. Simpson's phone.
With that, we will be.
We don't think it's that accurate, actually. Nah, we don't know. We're going off of his thing.
Well, with that, we'll come back in just a second.
Yeah, we'll be
here on WACA.
Right back. We're back here at Ashland. Nope, wow. We're back at Ashland Middle School, where Westwood unfortunately just tied it up 1-1. Ashland had a comfortable lead for about 5 minutes. That lasted.
Now Ashland looks to get it back. Both teams with some offensive momentum now, too.
Both teams are finding their offense. I mean, clearly their defense was shown in the first half throughout the whole first half. I mean, come on. That goal was scored by Westwood in the 75th minute, by the way, for those of you who are wondering. 75th or 74th from a clock that I was looking at.
Well, there's only 80 minutes, I thought. Isn't there?
Wow.
So
That's
wouldn't it be
never
like
mind. You
the
know,
65th?
Whatever.
Something?
Shut
I
up.
don't know.
No, you're right, but I don't know why they just don't just do. It's only 10 more minutes. They can play an extra 10 minutes to play. I mean, college. I mean, even college goes 40 minutes too. And then you go to, you go to the women's like professional, 45-minute halves. Then you're playing an extra 10 minutes. Like, there's
Just
no,
10 minutes
there's no point.
add up.
Add it on. Just an extra 5 minutes. 45-minute halves. That looks like Maddie English walking off with a limp. I missed it. She looks like she's going to be done. And here comes Amy, the athletic trainer. Always.
Looked like it may have been a knee-on-knee collision potentially, or that happens a lot in soccer. Knee-on-knee.
You could tell it wasn't. You could tell it wasn't that urgent. Amy didn't seem too concerned, so you could tell it wasn't that urgent. So English will be checked out on the sideline by the athletic trainer of Ashland, and Simpson's just going to bring it up the side. And look at those jets turned on. She shoots, and it is blocked. Or stopped. It was stopped by the goalie. Great job. Gotta give it to her. I mean, like I said, I've tried to stop Sarah's shots, and it's impossible. So the fact that somebody actually can makes me feel worse about myself. Okay. But it was a corner, so Ashland will get another opportunity. And it was
Oh,
off the
crossbar.
crossbar, yep. Guarantee
But
that was off of, Sarah's not even in it, never mind. Oh, yes, she is.
off the upper crossbar is the problem, so
That's where both of them have been.
the ref ruled it out of bounds.
Indeed, he did. Right to Braden, who gets it out of bounds. So Westwood will throw it in. And I can't see who that is, but I think it's Watt. Oh, no, it's Holman. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez is going to get it. Gets a little momentum, and Sarah is offsides. It's hard to tell, but she was.
Yeah, Sarah definitely
clearly
turned on
tell.
the Jets a little too early.
Yes. It's a blessing and a curse for her. The ball just bounced over two legs of players, and another souvenir for us.
Did you just say another souvenir?
Yeah, you didn't hear me say it the first time?
No, I did not.
Rewatch the film.
We're going to have to go back to that instant replay.
Yes. 11 minutes, give or take a couple
Connor,
minutes.
we're creating work for you.
I want you to bleep out random words of mine so it sounds like I'm swearing, even though I'm not. Sarah gets it. Tries to get into the box to, well, it looks like Holman. Yeah, it is Holman. Tries to go to Holman again. Just get it anywhere inside the bigger box.
Ashland seems to be on the attack now.
See, now I feel like it's more 50-50 possession-wise. Like, both teams are getting equal amount of possessions. And clearly equal amount of goals, unfortunately. But, you know, it's all part of the game. There's a reason why we play. They both have the same record this year, I've heard. But Westwood got the better half of Ashland early first game of the season, but only by one. So let's hope Ashland can maybe, you know, outscore them by one. Gigliotti's gonna throw it in. Holman will get it. Can't find anybody to get it to, though. Turner missed it, and that almost honestly almost costed them.
Did.
Just heard a parent say, settle it down. Clearly, we're seeing some that they're not. Apparently they're too uptight or something, too loose. There's Allie. And it's right to the goalie. She was looking for Sarah right there.
Sarah was right there to get it, but so was the Westwood goalkeeper.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Simpson has seen a lot of action, though. A lot of touches with the ball.
So reports are coming in, 8 to 9 minutes left.
Give or take a couple minutes. You gotta add the extra time too.
Yeah,
fun.
especially considering we had I believe it was Maddie English come off with an injury.
That's gonna take up some time. Goals take up some time. Those free kicks take up some time. Pretty much a lot of stuff takes up time. Everything here takes up time. As this game is on, you can tell that we are more dreary. This game is being dragged on a lot. 30-minute halves, I feel like they should play, you know? That seems, make the game like, you know, hour and a half maybe.
Well, Ashland
oh, that's
on
what
the
they
attack.
do. That's what they do. 40-minute halves, and then they play a 10-minute. So it is supposed to be an hour and a half. Seems so long.
Well, during this time, Ashland is on the attack. And one thing I'd like to remind our viewers of is that coming up soon is actually Thanksgiving, which is kind of weird to say. Thanksgiving is really just around the corner, so make sure to tune in as your Ashland Clockers take on Hopkinton at home this year. WACA has something great in store for you for this one. And we hope that the Clockers football team will, considering the win they had earlier this season against Hopkinton.
Whew.
Ashland won on a 2-point play. A 2-point conversion.
A bit is going to go down in Ashland football history. But you know, that Hopkinton win just didn't feel as good as it did when we won on Thanksgiving a couple years ago. Something about winning on Thanksgiving, though, makes the turkey taste 10 times better, I tell you.
Actually, the turkey knows whether your home team won, and depending on that, it'll get more juicy. As Sarah just had an amazing opportunity there.
Could not connect. Jeez. Laughlin is going to get it in the back. Gives it to Turner. At this point, Ashland's just looking to kick the ball into the net, which I'm all for it.
Well, time is running down, and
there's Curran.
It's doing that quickly.
It has not been quick, that is for sure. I mean, it has been quick. Trying to get the cross in, and she gets the cross in, but it could not be any wider. She is going to watch that on film. She's not going to like that. Ryan will not like, you can see she's not liking that. I don't like that. All of Ashland doesn't like that. Hey, you know what? She's going to learn from her mistake. Next time, she'll go, I guarantee she will never miss that again.
That she won't. Hopefully they can take that as momentum that they can carry.
There they go. Matt English is back in. I don't. And that'll be kicked almost out of bounds, but Westwood gets it, and she was way offsides. I don't know why there wasn't a call, but up there it is. But yeah, no, that was
He had
clearly
whistled when she
offsides.
was first offsides, but
Braden's gonna kick it. Maybe 70 yards if we're lucky. That was pretty close. Simpson was on the attack. Oh my God.
Ashland seems to have the momentum late here on offense.
It's like I heard before the game. Ashland has been winning the games, playing like they've been playing like they were winning the games, but they just have like the scoreboard is just not showing them winning. Like they're outplaying them, like they're outplaying the other team, but they're still not coming away with a win. Like I can see how that's happening tonight. Like Ashland is 100% outplaying Westwood right now. Yet the score is 1-1. So this half is more exciting than the first one, but, you know, I would love to see another goal by Ashland just to kind of almost solidify. I don't know how many minutes there are left. Generally, there's about 5 minutes. There's a cross going for the header. Laughlin was trying to head it in. And it will be a goal kick for Westwood. No, will not. They don't do goal kicks, apparently.
Well,
oh, no, it is a goal kick.
uh,
It's a goal kick, just the goalie is not kicking it. So,
Sometimes the defender has a better boot than the goalie, so I'll bring the defender back there.
well, I mean, right after, I mean, that was pretty decent.
That was a good
45-yarder. Went 45 yards, it seems. Watt is going to get it. Gives it right to a Westwood player.
It looks like our timer just ran out,
Yeah.
which means we're playing into those extra few minutes or so. And we'll see if Ashland can pull it out in these extra minutes.
See if they can pull out something. Pull out a win, maybe. Oh, wow. It's just a big mess in there. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Oh, just outside.
Just missed it. Allie Laughlin tries to go for the top left corner, but just can't get it left from where we are. Right at the goalkeeper. So with that, Westwood's going to get another goal kick. It'll be out of bounds. And Ashland quickly gets it back, though. And the keeper will just grab that. Nobody's around. No need to worry about anything. And that is the game. 1-1 is your final score here at Ashland Middle School. The girls didn't come away with a loss, which is, you know, not as it's you know they tied. It's better than a loss. You know, considering that they haven't been having the best season I've heard. I will count this as a win for them.
I mean, they played their heart out. A lot of opportunities and.
Although I'll tell you one thing,
calls.
just anybody who is, I mean, it doesn't matter now. I mean, I'm just saying, don't talk to Sarah at this. Like, if you're planning on talking to Sarah after a game, just not a good idea. Just don't do it. Ms. Simpson can back me up on that. She just said, "Yep," because she is not going to like this. She's gonna ignore her the rest of the night and go to bed. As for the rest of the girls, they're going to Murphy's, right in Ashland. Gotta love their ice cream.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than all around, it was a great game. Ashland gave Westwood a match, and Westwood gave Ashland a match. So it was all fun. I mean, I enjoyed doing this game with you. Thank you for letting me come back. I will be back.
Nice to have you
back. I will be back. I might come for a quick football thing, maybe at halftime. If you guys roll during halftime, I might come during halftime one time. I don't know.
Yeah.
And this is not the last time you'll be hearing from me, but with that, this is Jake Silver and Todd Carter saying good night and go Clockers.